All right. So I know that you guys are missing other uploads and stuff like that, and that I haven't had time to grind and really get to other Minecraft content, and even doing a lot of Battleground streams, I haven't really had the chance. But when I do say something is that at least in the time that I do find to record, or at least work on recordings, I grind my ass off, because guess what? Not only do I love H4M, and not only do I love Twitch, but I still love making videos, and I love making content for other creators on the server to thrive from. Part of it is, though, okay, welcome to the the prequel to the whole event for today. If you guys don't know, today's 4th of July. If you don't live under a rock, and wherever you are right now, it might be 5th of July, might be 4th of July. If you're watching this some other time, it might not be 4th of July. But I've done a lot of work off camera, okay? As you can see right here, we also have 36 dispensers. PeteZahHutt and Speedy, I want to say thank you very much for letting me unknowingly steal some of your string. I will definitely be repairing that. I love those guys. I promise you I will be. There was so much I needed to do, and I did not have string, and I don't have a looting sword, and I need my levels for a special occasion. PeteZahHutt and Speedy, listen, I love you so much, okay? Thank you for the payment you are not yet aware of that you made. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you, okay? We have 5 chests here, alright? But the most valuable, the most important chest is chest number 2 right here. Are you ready for it? I hope you are. Welcome to the main event today. I've been grinding for probably 4 or 5 hours, somewhere close to that, on making this whole event interesting. Now, am I done? No, we still have a long way to go until we're ready for the showcase, which, honestly, I have not told anyone else on the server that I'm going to be doing this. I didn't even figure it out until, like, later this, last episode. So nobody else on the server knows that I'm going to be doing this. So I hope when I add everybody in the Discord and tell them to come over, that they're actually going to come over and watch, because I'd like to have more than like 2 people. But even if 1 person watches, then it's actually, no, it's not true. I want like 5 people on the server at least. So hopefully that'll be the case. But if you guys take a look at the recipes and the formulas, I suppose you can call it, for each firework, every single stack is a different method of fireworks. So I'm going to go ahead and very slowly scan through all of these so you guys can take a look at what the difference is. We have a lot of different colors, and a couple of them are mixed. Like this one's blue and light blue. Got a couple of those in there. We got yellow. We got ourselves light blue. We got some light blue and lime. We got some lime and yellow kicking in. A little bit of green, a little bit more yellow and lime, red and pink, light gray, a couple of whites there, some more pink, I think actually a lot of pink, red and white, red and light gray, magenta and yellow, purple and magenta, and then we got a couple black, which will be interesting. We'll try that out. Magenta and red, pink and yellow, red, light blue, red, white and blue, and red, white and blue down here. So these are kind of like the special little ones. However, the reason that I missed these 6 over here is these 6 up at the top here are going to be our finale ones, because they're red and blue at the start, but all of these fade out to red, white, and blue in total. Now, this is a, this one right here is a twinkle fade to red, white, and blue. This is just a normal fade to red, white, and blue. This one is a twinkle, fade to white and red. This one's a fade to red, white, and blue off of blue. This one's a fade to white and red off of blue, and this one's a twinkle fade from blue to all of them. So we're going to be doing this as the finale. But before we begin on today, though, so we have that. A few more steps are preventing us from considering ourselves done, okay? I made the dispensers, that's 1 step, and we've already made the biggest formula of them all. The next step is going to be taking paper and gunpowder and actually turning them into firework rockets, because these are the actual stars, but you need to combine using paper and gunpowder into rockets. If you guys don't know how they actually work, basically, you take 1 piece of paper, 1 star, and then either 1, 2, or 3 gunpowder, depending on if you want it to be a short, long, or extremely long detonation in the air. So if you want like a really tall one, you'd use 3 gunpowder, a paper, and a star. If you want a really short, explosion from the ground, you would only use 1 gunpowder. So we need to do that. We need to turn them into rockets. And the other thing that we need to do is we need to actually make platforms for people to come over, because I don't just want them like chilling here. We want like a little comfortable platform for them to relax to. And Kara and I actually did a little bit of testing on a private server and found out, and I hope this is the case on all servers, because if it's not, and I'm building it like this, and that would really suck. But apparently, how it works is there is, I don't know if it's just a render distance or whatever. Point of it aside, doesn't matter. The maximum render for a person being able to visibly see a firework explosion is about 65 blocks. So my goal is to create the little platform here and have the actual fireworks machine out 50 blocks away from people. I could do 60, I could, but just in case like it's a little bit too far, I don't want it to be ruined or anything, because I would honestly hate for me to start launching fireworks and everybody be like, oh my god, I can't see anything. So that's how that goes. So we're going to be doing that about 50 blocks onto the ocean. We'll be detonating them off during nighttime to make them look very, very beautiful. And the final thing, and how exactly we're going to be detonating them, basically, I'm going to be getting, actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and go to /spawn while we have the time. I'm going to go over and grab up a little bit of wood and some stone so we can make some repeaters and redstone torches, as we should need. So we grab some oak wood planks right there and some beautiful stone. It should be... yeah, it's way too much. Way too much. But the idea of it is how it's going to work for the actual detonation of them is, picture this, all right? And I'll demonstrate in a little while here, but I'm going to be on a little line right like this, basically controlling, you know, the dispensers in front of me that'll be shooting the fireworks up. Now, each line, okay, so it's going to be like a line here, and line here. There'll be a button with a dispenser, and then there'll be a repeater and another dispenser, or repeater and another dispenser with different timings, so it's kind of random. So I'll go over and like press one button here, it'll shoot off about 7 dispensers at different times. I'll go over and flick another button, I'll shoot off 7 more dispensers or whatever with the timings, and I could go over and, you know, flick a button, you know, like 1, 2, 3 like that, or 1, 2, 3, or just maybe just 1 and hold off a little while there. And then obviously each dispenser will have a different formula of firework in each of them. So no matter which button I press, it will always look different to the viewer. So in terms of randomness, it should be pretty straightforward. An actual fireworks show. What I'm hoping for is that I didn't make too many. I don't think that I made too little, because I want it to be about maybe 3 to 5 minutes in length. I know it seems very small for a fireworks show, but in Minecraft time, I think that should be pretty okay. I'd say maybe like 10 with a little bit of banter, I suppose, but we're looking for about 7 to 10 minutes, I would say. Yeah, I changed it. Of footage entirely, then we'll do the finale, and, you know, we'll go from there. Because someone actually taught me that if you place a dispenser down like this and have a firework going out, you know, usually here, if you place water right like this that arcs immediately down, it'll actually shoot the firework pretty much at an angle toward the person rather than just straight up in the air. So I think I might set up like a little conveyor with the finale fireworks to actually launch at the player. So that would be sick. But it is currently 2:56 a.m. Do not play Minecraft at 3 a.m. And guess what? We're not. We got 4 minutes still. Jesus Christ, those videos always make me cringe every time I watch them. But it's okay, because I don't disrespect the grind. But what we're gonna be doing though is yeah, just setting that up. So give me a little bit, I'll do a quick jump cut and show you guys how we do. Welcome to the we spent all of our funds on the fireworks so we couldn't afford a proper seating platform show. Brought to you by FPC Inc. Incorporated. That's what it stands for. Don't get it twisted. Enjoy or don't. PeteZahHutt. So this is my platform. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I was really hoping that I would have something really, you know, nicely laid out, like some lawn chairs. You know what, actually? We could get like a, you know, little... There you go. There's a lawn chair right there. You know, maybe for the you know, hidden lovers on the server or something. You know what I mean? We could drop a couple of love chairs down right there. We could even do like another one. You know what? We could even do like a love chair looking this way awkwardly. You know, you have the one guy who's like lined up, you know, laying on his side, watching the thing, giving everybody that real like awkward butt cheek. You know, that whole deal right there. I'm getting weird about this. This is the platform where people are going to be watching. That right there is a system that I'm going to need to cover up with something. But I might as well show you guys kind of what we're rocking with right now as we head on over to the machines. And I think I've actually got this a little bit incorrect here, or I did something, yeah, actually, you know what, this is a little bit incorrect, but I don't think it's gonna matter all that much, because unfortunately, I can't really get, like, actually, you know what I could do? Hold on a second, wait, got an idea, hold on, changing things on the fly right now. Let's do, oh, hold on, wait, hold on. Let me go ahead and do this right here, and then another one right here, there we go, and then we should be able to put two down. Perfect, so this is the little system that I've devised. I'm actually gonna go ahead and drop down some slabs around the back here too, so I've got a little bit of room to maneuver around should I need to, which I definitely will be maneuvering out around a ton. I'm hoping it's going to be entertaining for my POV is what I'm hoping for, because I'm trying to make it entertaining for everybody else's. And for myself, I'm just going to be pressing buttons and looking up occasionally. So I think it'll be actually, I mean, we're going to be right underneath the action. So I'm kind of really stoked for that. But this is where all the stuff is going to go down. Really, really excited for. We got 6 buttons, I think should be enough here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one over here. So I might as well demonstrate kind of how this works here. I've got the repeaters on me right now, okay? So these are all going to control a separate line, as I mentioned before. So this button right here, as you guys will be able to hear, you can see it goes off all 6 immediately because of the fact that they're all connected by a repeater. Now, this would not work with normal redstone. This only works with repeaters because you need, you need like a power block or whatever if you were to do it just with redstone alone. So this should be fine. I do not think that I have nearly enough repeaters to finish this, since I thought of the idea of spacing them out differently to give them different timings and make it a bit more unexpected and entertaining, not just having them all go off at once. Fairly recently, so I'm gonna need to actually go ahead and here's a workbench. Craft a little bit more than that, so let's go ahead and place down some torches around from there. There we go, and get some more of these going down here. I think it should be more than enough. Actually, I probably made way too many. Yes, I definitely did, but that's okay because we could always use some more later. So here's the idea. These are gonna be the 6 line or the 5 lines of standard dispensers. I'll have like right there, and then I'll have the fireworks go off and we'll have them all explode and stuff, and I'll take some time, and then sometimes I'll go like maybe back to this one around here, and then I'll go to the back one here that all has different timings. I'll wind up adjusting these so they're slower. Probably what I'm gonna do, I think, is switch all of these to a 4th tick, just because I think that'll make the most sense in my opinion to have them on a 4th tick. Actually, how fast is this first one here? Because this is what I want to see. Yeah, I think that's fast enough. Yeah, if it was any faster, I think it would be a little bit overkill, like it was before, like the or whatever. So these are all gonna have different fireworks in them, and it'll randomly select from, the set number right there. And then it'll fly off into the sky. This is about 50 blocks away from the viewing platform, the limit obviously being 65, and, around 65. So what it was successfully on a 1.12 server, so I hope that that's the case on here, and if not, we'll just tell people to swim up and, be degenerates in that sort of sense here, depending on whether or not Jen wants to come out himself. Now, here's the fun part, right? This is the finale portion of the show. This is where, people won't be seeing it initially. So what I'm going to go ahead and do really quickly here is do /kit. I'm going to drop, some stuff in my inventory really fast and get some things. Now, the #1 thing that I want from here is the water bucket, okay? So check this out. If we go ahead and shift-click right here, all right? So just like this. Now, I don't think this block in the middle here actually makes a difference, but just in case it does, I'm going to go ahead and actually plug this little area up right there. I'm going to do the same with all of these. Oh, geez, I'm really messing this up, aren't I? Yeah, I think I am. You know what? I can just break these in a little while here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove up. Yeah, there we go. So the idea is, and what I got tweeted, is basically, if you have water, I'll probably need to, yeah, you know what, let's just in case it's like that sensitive. God, my block placement, you can tell it's late for me. Just in case it's that sensitive, or if it even matters at all, which likely it really doesn't. So if it doesn't, then, I'm doing this for no reason, but that's okay. If the water is extended out like this, whatever flies out of the dispenser, instead of going up, will go a little bit more to the side. Now, I tested this and it does work, so hopefully it'll work like this and it should be fine. So this way we'll have the, the red, white, and blue ones actually shoot at the players. So that'll be really, really exciting. Now, as for shooting, we're going to need to make sure that there's a little barricade in the middle here somewhere that I'm going to need to build. But yeah, this is basically the system. So that's going to be really fun to have them all go off in a bit here. So this step is complete. This is looking fine. It's a little temporary spot. It looks good so far. We're going to have that basically be the, the big deal. So the other things we've got to do is we got to put up a little barrier so people can't see me. They can't see all the, mechanics that gets rid of the experience and element of surprise in it, because that would suck if people could just see the dispensers. And then we need to move all the we need to actually create the fireworks and then move everything over. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest here. Look at all the fireworks that we have, okay? Look at that. And then over here, look at the amount of firework, or stars that we've actually converted. Firework stars. So we've converted 2 stacks of firework stars into about 4 stacks of these, because Obviously, I'm trying to divide up each of them into different variations of 2 and 3 flight duration. I don't want ones. Ones are lame. They explode way too early. Although I did make one for the finale, but we'll see how that even goes. It might have been a mistake. I am saying to myself that I might have underestimated the amount of paper that I will need for this entire thing, but we may have enough to get going. But just to give you guys an idea of kind of how this process goes down, right? And I'll kind of organize my inventory a little bit better for this right now, actually, as we go along here. So let me go ahead and keep some paper here. We'll keep the gunpowder on the lower end, paper being right there. So let me grab up. Gunpowder is huge. We need, like, the gunpowder, it's an understatement how much we need. I was really thinking, like, oh, we don't need that many. Yeah, no, we need a lot of it for sure. This is definitely not something that would have happened without the creeper spawner, guaranteed. But so we go ahead and take like a line of these guys right here, right? And I want to divide them up, so half and half or 2 and 3, right? So let's go over to workbench. Okay, we'll drop in our stack of paper like usual. We'll drop in our 2 gunpowder. So we have, this just makes a standard rocket that doesn't explode, by the way. So we'll grab 7 out of here, right? We'll do the half and half or whatever, and then we'll add another gunpowder and then do the 3. I like making it even because I think it just makes sense, sort of. That one obviously didn't really have a chance of being even, which, you know, kind of makes sense there, but let me go and take that one over there. So you guys can kind of see how the process is for making these. Maybe there's an easier way, and if there is, then be sure to let me know because, well, I mean, you kind of can't. You know, this is a video right now. It's not a stream. And I mean, the stream, I don't really think would be getting the biggest kick out of this right now. So it's nice to be able to just record this up on YouTube and have you guys get a little bit of finally some exclusive content. You know what I mean? That's yours and nobody else's. Nobody else's except for yours. I'm having a lot of fun with this because, like, this is really cool, man. I love SMPs and how to Minecraft for the big stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of the smaller stuff in between that's really awesome, but at the same time, you have, like, the big events, you know, like the big pranks and the big, you know, entertainment splurges that just make it all worth it. And I hope, you know, this does not fail and that people really like it, because if they like it, then that's a success. If they hate it or just was kind of boring, then, you know, I guess, you know, it's still worth the try. So that's what I'm really excited about. But you guys can see right there how much gunpowder it took. I mean, it actually didn't take as much as I thought it would. I think that was because, like, at the beginning there, we were going through quite a lot of stacks, or like a really large amount of red and blue. So that does make a lot of sense there. But that's another little line of fireworks ready to go. Like, ready to go right there. And I'm going to be adding these in randomly, so I'm just going to wind up just putting them in right here. No need to organize them or anything, because that would just make it lame. So let's keep it right there. The bottom row here, obviously, being the finale, which we need to make sure that we keep an eye out for. I don't want to mess those up, but yeah, we're getting close. We're not done, but we're getting close. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking like with this, we are just about to finish our final firework rocket, and that's going to go ahead and do it. Guys... Well, take a look at what we have gathered up ourselves. This is really something fascinating. We had just enough paper, literally 100 paper spare. 100 spare paper. I think that's all that we had. We have 100 spare paper and, of course, gunstone, you know, up the wazoo. But take a look at it. These are all of the fireworks that are going to be going on. It's a beautiful sight. It really is. This is a lot of work, actually, and I'm kind of really happy that I was able to, like, take the time and dedication and really get to doing this. But this is a lot of fireworks. I'm very, very nervous for how this is about to go, because at this point right now, I don't know why I have glowstone on me. To be honest, I don't even know why I have a pickaxe on me. The only thing I should have on me is just that little bit of steak to keep me going throughout the day here. But, I could not be... Like, nervousness is definitely something that's setting in right now, because I just don't want this to fail, and I want it to be as great as I think it's gonna be. Because I'm imagining in the call, you know, just people being like, ooh, you know, just like a fun little thing, like a little bit of jokes, and then, you know, me failing. There'll probably be a little bit of failure. And you know what? If there is, then that's good, because that means that there's gonna be some humor, and, you know, it's gonna be... I'm so nervous, guys. But anyways, oh, baby. Okay, this could ruin my day in half a stroke in a second here. Creeper, do you want to do me a favor and just blow up right now, please? Thank you very kindly. I don't even care about the durability on my armor. Zombie, you can just do me a favor and leave, because I'm actually going to go ahead and turn hostile creatures all the way down right now. Go away forever, please. I need to light it. That's why I had glowstone on. When the world's looking out for you and you don't think that it is. But anyways, we're just going to go ahead and... So this is where I'm a little bit... I don't exactly know how I'm gonna do this. How do I fill up... Oh, God. Alright. This is where things get really tedious because now I need to fill up each dispenser with an interesting amount of all of these. How many dispensers do we have in total and how many stacks do we have? Because that's going to play a bit of a role in this. And I need to make sure by the end of this that each dispenser has about 3 to 5 fireworks. And that's going to be a problem if they can't step. Oh, you know what? This is where things might get really bad. Wow, I really overestimated this, didn't I? Okay, you know what? We're gonna make ourselves a rule for the sake of success in this endeavor. And the rule of thumb is gonna be, because as long as I make some sort of rule for myself, right, in doing this, it won't go over horribly. And I need to save some room because I'm filling it up with only like this little portion of what we have. So I'm not sure, the variations and everything. This is so difficult, man. But I'm thinking the rule is no more than 5. That way we don't have any dispensers left with like this guy right here. 8 and 8, not gonna happen, okay? We don't want any dispensers to have like a bunch left in them when the others are already exhausted. It's okay if we flick a dispenser and, oh god, you're annoying. It's okay if we flick a dispenser and nothing comes out. It's not okay if there's still like a million in them from... You know, you guys understand what I'm saying. Hopefully you do. I'm trying to, like, you know, kind of speak my mind here and try and figure out how to explain this. It's not very good. I don't have any explainer videos going down. But this is probably going to be the most tedious thing and the most... I mean, to be honest, you know, this is one of these Minecraft things where grinding this up was definitely not fun. I wouldn't classify this as fun at all. You know, it's been nice knowing that it's gonna, you know, be for a good cause. That's happy, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I can't say that any of this was really all that enjoyable in the sense that it was all very, you had to grind up getting dyes as well as moving gunpowder and some very just like, difficult overall crafting recipes. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fill up all these dispensers with the amount of firework rockets that we have, because I think it's in 1.12 that it allows you to get 3 firework rockets off of a recipe craft, whereas in 1.8 I'm pretty sure it's just the 1 alone right now. But we have at the moment, I think like maybe 7 dispensers full off of like, man, this is just, I shouldn't be doing any on the line here. I should be like keeping them back. You know what? Let's focus on these 3. I want to fill up. Okay, so we're going to make sure that no fireworks more than 5 get put into a dispenser. No stack of fireworks heavier than 5. And we're going to try and fill up these 3 lines here first and then move on to these 2. Because if these 2 can't get filled because there's just not enough fireworks, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I really am. So let's make sure. Okay, so these are already... Oh, actually, you know what? Looking at, we're actually not doing a bad job. I think we'll be able to fill all this for the most part. And then the finale fireworks as well. It's going to be a bit tricky, and obviously the coloring, I hope it all look good presentation-wise. But yeah, catch you guys when we're done. Guys, I could not be happier right now. Seriously, I could not be happier with any of this, alright? So down on me right now, I have nothing but the finale fireworks, okay? Now, as for distribution on these guys... I'm not exactly sure. I think the limit I want to make is nothing more than 3 per each one of these. So we got to take these, okay, all being 3, and divide them up by 4. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. 4 goes in each of the... Oh my god, this is just incredible. So we'll do something like this for each of the dispensers over facing toward the, you know, for the finale. There will be no more than 3 swings that will be required to finish off the finale, which is fantastic. Well, actually, wait, no, I did the math completely wrong. We'll have to flip it like 12 times. About maximum of 12, because 4 times 3 equals 12. But that's going to be the 4 for the finale right there. Not firing that off, because we're going to find out if it works at another time. But what I've actually found out is that we do not have enough fireworks to do all 5 lines. We only have enough to do the first 4. Believe it or not, all 3 of these lines right here, guys, check this out. Every single one of these is filled with some sort of variation, and every single firework slot that's filled is a different form of firework. Some of them, obviously, as you guys saw earlier, are in, you know, there's duplicates in every dispenser, or, yeah, dispenser, but it's just the thought that counts, and it's gonna look sick, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and actually move these down to make sure, you know, all of these right here are filled. So let's go ahead and put 4 in there, and then I believe, yeah, so we need to take this dispenser right here, and move this one over to here. So we'll just go ahead and combine those up right around there. I don't know if any of those cassettes shouldn't matter, but we'll go ahead and put 4 more in there. And then I believe it's, where's the last dispenser that was filled over here? Yeah, so it's this one over here. There we go. And I think that'll do it. Now, okay, so we go ahead and take these right around here. That should, yeah, so that one stacks to 8. We have a couple of 8s right here. I'm not sure exactly what to do with these 4, except, you know what, screw it. We'll find, you know what we're gonna do, actually? You know what I'm gonna do? This is gonna be the little test. I want to see how this looks. Just one little line of the same 2 fireworks going off right now, just to see how it looks, see how the variation goes. Let's just take a slight little test here. Let me go ahead and go to options, video settings, quality, and turn gamma off for this event. Here we go, baby. Let's see how it looks. Oh, now that's so cool, man. Now imagine, now obviously those were, you know, both magenta shaped, just different flight durations, right? So it looked the exact same, but oh, that was so cool. Do we fire off one line here first just to test? Do we fire off one little test, right? Just to see? Oh, I feel like we have to. Hold on. Music and sounds, master volume. Ambient environment needs to be up to 100%, I'm pretty sure, for this. Do we fire off one test? We have to, right? For good luck? You know what? Well, hold on. Let me go ahead and grab these 3 guys out here. There we go. Oh, man. Awesome. So, I mean, yeah, it's whatever. But let's go and fire off a line here and see how this goes. That is so cool! Dude! Oh, this is amazing! Oh, this is so sick! And then we're gonna have the finale ones these ones are gonna look so cool. These ones should look really freaking cool, but oh man! Oh, this is about to be awesome! And they fly up really high as well? Gee, okay, you know what? Alright. So here's the deal, okay? I think we're gonna go ahead and end off the episode right there, or the little mini-sode, I should say. The stream, obviously, I'm hoping is gonna go over very well. It's currently 4:28 a.m. right now, so we've done quite a few hours of work, honestly, throughout the day. But here's the contraption done up. The last things that I have to do, obviously, or the last thing I have to do, really, is just put a little barricade in the middle here. Because I thought about putting it right in front of it, and then I realized that the point of these dispensers right here is to have it fly toward the audience and not just right here. So I'm gonna put the barricade probably somewhere in the middle, I think, to make it, you know, because these aren't just gonna go shoot straight at them. They're gonna arc up at like about a 40-degree, maybe 60-degree angle upward. It's not straight up in the air. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. You guys will see in a couple hours, I guess, how it turns out if you guys aren't watching the stream. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. And this is definitely going to go down in the record books as one of the more fun and creative things that I've done pretty much on all of How To Minecraft. So hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like rating, of course, and we'll catch you all back next time. See ya!